Sportsnet today, Sportsnet 590 The Fan. I'm Ben Ennis. You can follow me on Twitter at BennisSnet. And he's got his own theme song. Geoff Rohoman, as we have a look at this week in the Rohoman Empire Montreal edition. As Jeffrey, with a couple of guys you may know here, our usual producer, Igor Enriquez, and our Maple Leafs reporter, David Alter, in Montreal for UFC 154. Hello, Jeffrey. How's it going?
Oh, it's going. It's going, I guess, Ben. How are you?
Good. And I think I know what you're referring to. If you don't follow Geoff on Twitter, you should, at Roho590. He's been tweeting from his Montreal experiences, which have been very entertaining for us. I don't know how entertaining it's been being in a hotel with David and Igor, but maybe give us a sense of what the atmosphere is like there in Montreal.
Well, right now, Alter's asleep. He's in the bed next to me. He's wearing what looks like a Macho Man Speedo. That's it.
Oh, boy.
My eyes almost burned. I got up to the bathroom. Normally, I don't put my glasses on when I go to the bathroom. I did this time.
Oh, that was a mistake.
This spread eagle. And Igor got his own room because he couldn't handle Alter and myself. So, again, last week we said it, and again this week, who would have thought that Igor was a smart one out of the three of us?
That, I mean, is probably the most shocking part of this whole thing. So you guys went out on the town a little bit last night?
We did. We went to a fight party that ended up being open bar, and they ended up ordering way too much drinks that they could handle. So tag in the radio guys. We come to the rescue.
Yeah, good for you. And well, for reading your tweets, you kind of seemed like you were kind of the matriarch. You were kind of reeling people in, telling them they had too much to drink, and trying to keep people sane.
Yeah, I'm the voice of reason on this trip, which is another sad anomaly that has sprung up in the past couple of days. That I am the voice of reason, but Igor likes his Jersey Shore partying, and Alter he didn't just sort of crack out of his shell. He burst out of it.
Yeah, he's been known to do that after
he did the Dougie last night.
Oh no!
Yeah,
the whole thing. He knows all the moves.
He did his own version of the Dougie.
Okay,
what he called the Dougie
right.
To the song.
Geoff Rohoman joining us, who is in Montreal, getting ready for UFC 154 tonight. I mean, they've had UFC events in Montreal. I imagine the feeling heading into tonight's main event with the return of Georges St-Pierre against Carlos Condit. People got to be pretty amped up about this.
Oh yeah, he's so loved here. Like Georges St-Pierre is loved throughout Canada, but this is the first time I've seen him fight in Montreal, and just the love that people have for Georges St-Pierre here is unbelievable. He can do no wrong. He's almost the ambassador of this city, and especially with no hockey, Montreal fans are looking for something to grasp onto, and Georges St-Pierre returning from an 18-month layoff here against Carlos Condit is exactly that. There's signage all over the place, which we don't generally get in Toronto when the UFC's in town. You hear about it through our station and various other media outlets, but you don't see the signage and whatnot. But every hotel, they have huge posters up. Even the Bell Center has ginormous posters advertising this fight, draped from the roof all the way down to the ground. So they're doing a big job of selling the show, and from what I hear, it's pretty much sold out.
Yeah, that's going to be a great atmosphere, and you can watch the prelims on Sportsnet tonight as well. All right, let's have a look at some of Geoff's tweets. I'm going to mostly focus on the tweets from Montreal. I'm going to start November 15th, so a couple of days ago. Just got on the train. David Alter has only been yelled at once. Is that a fact?
We were waiting he takes sort of an escalator up to the train platform, and Igor and myself were on one side of it, and a bunch of the other people were on the other side, and Alter somehow got sort of caught behind these people. And he's like, okay, excuse me, I'm going to go over there with my friends, and the woman says, the train is leaving at the same time.
Oh, so she didn't appreciate him kind of like elbowing his way towards the front.
He was knocking people over, but just running over people's foots with his suitcase, but he got to the side that we were on, and we left at the same time. But yeah, just once. He's been good so far.
All right, attaboy. Here's a nice scene setter. Alter to drink guy at 9:30 in the morning. When did guys start rolling out the booze? # Montreal road trip. That was a big key that we were talking about last week, is that David Alter decided to go with the upgrade to first class on the 2-hour train ride or whatever it is to Montreal, and that involved free booze at 9:30 in the morning. But you guys did partake, I imagine.
No, you know what? They didn't serve until 11, so the first half of our trip was a bust. I had to stare at Igor for the first half of the trip without any sort of helper.
Were the seats better because you were in first class? Like, could you tell the difference?
Lots of legroom, and there was actually sort of Alter and me at one side, and then 2 seats across from us with a table in between us. So it was almost like we were sitting at like a restaurant booth. So
that's nice.
It actually what made the trip much more enjoyable, and it really did fly by.
Okay, and getting back to a sense of how Geoff is kind of the father figure on this trip, just had to stop Igor from eating his dessert before his lunch. #child. What's that about?
Well, they brought out sort of the appetizer, which was some cheese and crackers, and the dessert was on the same tray before they brought out the entree. But Igor was diving right in. He wasn't waiting for that cake to at the end. He was going right in for that. So I said, Igor, how old are you? What are you having cake for lunch, and your dessert's gonna be your ravioli? Let's calm down a little bit here, buddy. We're 2 hours deep. Let's rein it in here a little bit.
Oh my goodness, you're learning all sorts of things.
This is the worst trip ever.
It's really. I mean, you could write a David Alter biography, I imagine, once this trip is over.
My memoirs are going to sell bestseller.
Breaking: David Alter was a drummer in high school for the band. Band name was Bent. Okay, that's interesting.
Breaking news. I don't know how that came up, but he told me David Alter's a drummer.
I don't know how that would have come up either. I imagine he kind of brought it up because he wanted to brag about his band Bent. We arrived in Montreal. The 2 drinks I had on the train, well worth it. # thumbs down. Did you go? You must have gone right to your hotel and taken a nap.
Yeah, oh yeah. We went straight here. Actually, we went here, we dumped our stuff, and then we went and got smoked meat. But
attaboy.
Yeah, super, super delicious here. I mean, I've been to Montreal since I was about 18 years old, so I forgot how good like the bagels and smoked meat are here. But yeah, we got into the smoked meat place, and Lyoto Machida, who fights in the UFC, was sitting at the table behind us. Now, Ben, normally I'm a thinker. I put on Facebook, my Facebook status, smoked meat with Lyoto Machida. I had to have been able to word that better.
That is a crying shame.
There had to have been a better way to say that.
Didn't you go to Schwartz's? Isn't that supposed to be the best smoked meat place? Is that where you went?
We haven't gone to Schwartz's yet. That's on the plan for today once we sort of arise from our slumber.
So yeah, like about 5 p.m. you're gonna finally wake up. Yeah. I just finished eating a huge smoked meat sandwich. Igor ordered pasta at this deli. # facepalm. Are you serious?
He ordered. I think it was chicken penne.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what to do with this guy.
What is going on there?
I know. He's staying in another room. I really want to order him like 3 lobster dinners on room.
Well, that's
Hey, I'm calling from room 803. Let's get some lobster up here.
And we'll get to that. You're prank calling him quite often. And then this happened. Igor left the shower curtain outside the tub, flooded the bathroom. Like, what's going on?
Okay, I was telling Matt Brown, your producer, this story. This really set the tone for the weekend so far. I knock on his door. I'm like, Igor, we're going to go get something to eat. What, are you ready? He's like, hang on a second. I have a situation. So I open the door. I walk in. I said, Igor, what the heck happened? He gets in the shower. There's the curtain, and then there's the plastic liner.
Oh.
For some reason or another, Igor thought both of them went on the outside of the tub.
Oh, boy.
She floods this place. Took him 5 towels to mop everything up.
Oh, my God. And we got sound effects from that room.
He's like, oh, well, at my place, the curtain goes on the outside.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Igor.
So what does he do? Does he not know how that works? Does he take baths at home? Like, what's going on?
He bubbles, Enya, candles. He must.
I don't understand that at all.
What a guy.
Crank calls to Igor's room, 2. Crank calls, yeah. You made only 2 crank calls to his room, eh?
Oh, so far. But I usually reserve that for when he's napping.
Here's something that will not be shocking to you if you know David Alter at all. I'm scared. We just found an Oakley store. Alter goes in, talk to you in 2 hours.
You know what? He was really good. He only spent about 20 minutes inside the Oakley store.
Really?
I was
How many purchases?
Impressed. I was ready to hunker down and be in there for the long haul. But yeah, he was well behaved.
Attaboy.
Although that being said, we were in our hotel room for about 5 minutes, and you should see the obstacle course that it is to get to the bathroom here. There's clothes everywhere.
Just went to order a sandwich from Croissant Place in a food court. Guy tells me they are out of croissants. Huh? # how does this happen?
Honestly, the place is called Croissant Place. How do you run out of croissants?
Doesn't
it's like
seem
going to
right.
a chalet and they run out of chicken.
Yeah, I've been to McDonald's, one of those 24-hour McDonald's drive-throughs, and they've been out of food.
What?
They just said, we're out of food.
How does that
You can get a
happen?
drink, but we're out of food.
The croissant place is like noon.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
How are you out of stuff that early?
They've got a bad business model, I would say.
Yeah, not going to work.
Now trying out the sandwiches at Dunn's. See, now is Dunn's a Montreal place? There's a Dunn's in Toronto, isn't there?
Yeah, I think the one we went to was the original one, and that's where sort of when we walked in, it was all sort of UFC media in there, enjoying some food. So I actually enjoyed it. I had a salami sandwich in that one, not a smoked meat sandwich, but I think I like that better than the other smoked meat place we went to. But I'm really looking forward to Schwartz's today.
Schwartz's is supposed to be the place. I'm looking forward to seeing your tweets after Schwartz's.
Yeah. Igor will order pasta.
Oh, well, first of all, is Igor going to be eating? Because I'll leave you with this last tweet from 7 hours ago. Igor puking for the 5th time tonight. # open bar. That's a shame.
Yeah, there it is right there. That's what we heard through the walls there. Yeah, he's a beaut. He didn't wear a sparkly shirt, so props to him. No skulls on it. No. So he's well behaved.
Oh boy,
he's well behaved, but he still is something. The flooded bathroom will forever be my memory of this trip, I think.
Probably best for everybody that he's in his own room, I would think.
Absolutely. We still have 2 more days, Ben. I am terrified right now.
I mean, it's bad for you, but it's great fodder for me to be watching.
I'm glad I have your compassion. Thanks, buddy.
No problem. Geoff Rohoman, thank you. Enjoy your trip, buddy.